Dala is in hospital recovering, but Hlogi is struggling with guilt. She feels bad for killing Darlene. Tabs and Vuvu arrive in hospital, and Tabs is shocked to hear that Hlogi is the one that killed Darlene. Vuvu tries to be there for Hlogi, but Captain Coin is already asking questions about the hijacking, and he feels that it's odd that their stories are too similar, more like they are rehearsed. And now he wants the bullet that shot Sindane so he can take it to forensics. Kamot Inswalo is asking questions about Blessed, causing Hlogi to lie. Kasawa Goa is venting to the vet, but it seems like his suspicions are actually true. And Untutuko is there for Halalelo, even offered to take her to the clinic for the abortion. Hi, welcome to my channel. Here's an update on Scandal. So, Dala is in hospital, is recovering well. Apparently, no vital organs were hit and he can go home and rest. But Hlogi is feeling badly. Hlogi feels so bad. Guilt is eating away at her. She feels bad for killing Darlene. Says that she's now a killer. She's got blood on her hands. How is she going to continue with her life? Dala tries to convince her that it was self-defense. He didn't do it intentionally. It was an accident. But Hlogi says that she regrets having the affair with Sanka because Ki are reconciling all these things because now two people are dead. Sanka and his sister are dead because of this whole affair that she had with Sanka. Now, but Dala did say that it's his fault. The way he reacted, he should not have killed Sanka because that's where it all started. Now, Tabs and Vuvu show up in hospital because apparently Tabs called Vuvu and told her about the kidnapping, so they came to see her. But Claude became emotional and went outside, and Vuvu followed her. Now Tabs wants to know what really happened. Now Dala starts narrating the story. Dalim kidnapped Hlogi. The next thing, she wanted to bury us alive, and then Balwana Kastunya. And then the gun went off and it killed Darlene. Now Tabs is shocked. What? Hlogi ke yena sa tileng Darlene. Yo, she feels so bad, and I'm just worried that this whole thing is gonna ruin Hlogi's life. And what if it destroys us? Now Darlene is going to win. She's gonna win from 6 feet under. Imagine, because if they're not good at all, then it's as good as Darlene Ubin, even though she's dead. And now Vuvu tries to be there for Hlogi, but it's a bit they're a bit distant because remember Vuvu cut ties with Hlogi after the whole thing that Dalali Tabs they left Victor to die after the seizure. And now she's trying to say, no, I'm your friend, Kanjan, because I think Vuvu overreacted because Hlogi had nothing to do with this whole thing. But about Kuba and all that, now they feel distant. She does not even know what's going on in Hlogi's life. Hlogi wanted to explain, but they got distracted by Captain Cohen, saying that he's there to ask some questions about the hijacking. Vuvu tried to tell him, how can you not see that this woman is traumatized? Can you just leave her, let her like breathe first, and you come back some other time? But Captain Conan was like, nope, it's better to get information while it is still fresh. Now he sits with Hlogi to find out what really happened. What happened with the hijacking? Hlogi froze. I wonder if she'll be able to talk because obviously, what are they going to do? What are they going to say about this whole thing? Because Mdala was shot. He has to come to hospital. If he was not shot, they were just going to keep quiet about this whole thing. Mdala also said his version of the story hijacking. And Captain Cohen says that it's odd that their versions are too similar, more like they are rehearsed. And then I was like, no, man, why would they not be similar? Because we are both there. I don't know, they're too similar. Must like wait. Obviously, they sat down and talk about what they're going to say. Now Mdala's trying to go is all right. Means Nalim Saraga were in sync, but and then he says that you should be looking out for the hijackers instead of busy questioning them, Kamu. But Uri, I need the description. Now Mdala's saying, no, they were wearing masks. And now Coin is like, but I think your wife forgot to mention that. I mean, if their stories are similar word for word, so I think it's good that they're not really word for word because if Claude did not mention the mask, then it means there's something she forgot. And Dala wants to know why are you investing us because this hijacking didn't happen in your jurisdiction. Why are you investigating us? But Captain Coin says that it's strange. He thinks it's strange that when crime happens to criminals, Captain Coin won't let Dala rest until he sees him behind bars. Hey? Now he goes to talk to the doctor, wanting to find out where the bullet is, the one that they took out from Mr. Sindane, because he wants to take it for forensics. But the doctor was like, oh, sure, I can give it to you. So he's going to go and investigate that bullet. I hope this whole thing just gets to rest because why? Now Tinzwala is questioning Hlogi saying Blessed has not showed up for work. Maybe I should go to a place, come check. Hlogi rushed her, no, don't go, but how, no, jwang, hey, motho o phonile, I forgot to tell you, o phonile, yena wa quit, o tlohela mmereko. Yo, can't let this go, hle. Now, Linda got an email from Darlene. I think Darlene was smart enough to create something that's gonna go off if she's not there herself. So an email was sent to Linda with the recording from when she backed the apartment at Hlogi. They were talking about Ulinda, or he might be the one that helped Blessed. So now Linda, after hearing this, tries to phone Darlene with no luck, of course, because Darlene is normal. And now he's panicking. He says that he heard that Ndala was shot apparently he was hijacked. But Ndala and hijacking, this doesn't seem right. There's no way. He feels like something has happened to Darlene. And Linda did say, and Kamuki, the email, then it shows maybe he set it up. If he cannot stop it from going off, then that's how people do it to protect themselves in case their killers kill them. So now Linda says that she's got the audio, but it's not enough evidence because they did not confess. So he needs to go and get more evidence. But also hijack is like, no man, I think you need to let this go. You got your mind, and I'm glad. Just walk away from this whole thing. But this guy doesn't want to walk away. He says that if they kill Darlene, then obviously he's next. Can he just let this thing go? He knows exactly that if you go against the Sindanes, you never win. Look at Darlene now, 6 feet under, because she did not want to listen. Now Unto Tugo goes to Mtuns and be like, but Babu guys, why did you tell mom? Because I want to tell her something. Mind young Teti. So Mtuns is like, I thought she'll be excited about being a grandmother. I had know young Teti, someone just going on about me being reckless and sleeping around without protection. So now now Mtuns like, no, but who's going to reprimand you if not your mother? You need to cherish the life that you still have your mother. I mean, I'm saying now, mama. And then to begged him not to tell her about the trial, all the court cases, Nompumi, and he agreed not to let that out. Now, Tutuga is with Khalalelo, A-Level Cafe, and Tutuga wants her to come meet Umaloma because Maloma has to meet her. But Khalal is like, no, I've had my fair share of being and all that. I don't need another one. Besides, man, there's no point because I'm not keeping the baby. This whole thing is difficult for me, clearly, and then Untutugo says, as much as I wish you could change your mind, I feel like Vele, there's a whole lot, like our lives are a mess right now to bring a baby into it. Now Untutugo says, Khalelo says she's also scared, and it makes it worse because Papa hem kwatetse. Papa Mutloili. I don't think he hates you. I think it's just upset. As no, I think it's the baby is one thing, but the most thing that is mad about is me wanting to terminate. And then Tutuka says he wishes she could change her mind, but if she wants to go ahead with it, niggas cut to think about this whole thing. And clinic, he's gonna go with her to the clinic. He wants to support her and be there for her because they made this baby together. As much as they made the baby together, so as long as akhona uzoba khona for yena, unless he's thrown into prison tomorrow. Khalil was shocked. Really, you're gonna take me? You're gonna come to the clinic with me? At sizohamba sonke mamas. Now Ugasa Shemia Goa. He's venting where's Matubela came to me telling me that Papa Pogo wants to pay for damages. Now and said that it's not just damages he wants to pay for, he also wants to pay for dowry for Kidiboni. He wants to take Kidiboni away from me. At first I didn't trust her, but I didn't believe her. But now when I saw them at the supermarket together, I felt these people are too familiar. Like they're too like what you're cool, man. So I'm starting to feel somehow, and I don't want Kiliboni to feel like I don't trust her, and I don't want to stand between Pogo and Babake. And then now, Tina tries to talk to Kiliboni Horman. If Rhyme is not feeling good about this whole thing, he will try to consider him and all that, because he's a little bit worried about you and Bukosi. Kiliboni does not see that way, saying good no, Ukas I get down about my damages I funyena, and if he's feeling jealous, Bukosi, because Utsi was trying to make her say good Kasa is worried that if you've loved him before, you could love him again, and you did admit to me that you've got still have feelings for him. If he's feeling jealous and insecure, then it's a heights, and I don't care. Kanjan Kiliboni when he's your husband. I don't know, forgetting what you guys are practically married. And Kiliboni come khas na tabaka tengi. Sasham walks into his nightmare when he saw them dancing together, Kidwali Bukosi. And now what Matubela was talking about, can Shali see, this is what Matubela meant. So these people might actually be in love. Kidwali might be loving Umbukosi more than him. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.